Alright guys, this is my first video, so bear with me. Gonna do a review on my Glock 20 Gen 4 10mm auto. It's a sweet gun. Never owned 10mm until now. Never shot a 10mm till today. Never owned a 40. I've shot a 40. I've shot the standard size, full frame like this, and shot a compact 40 in a Glock. I believe it's a 23. Don't quote me. But I wanted a good size, full service pistol size, semi-automatic with a lot of punch. Grew up in a 45 family. Everybody loved 45s. This thing is a powerhouse. But let me rephrase on that a little bit. There's been a big debate between 40s and 10s. My father would be the first to argue the 40. 40s are the same lead, just in a shorter cartridge. They chronograph, I think, 1,000 to 1,100 feet per second, somewhere around there. These, on the other hand, are anywhere from 1,300 to 1,400 feet a second. Energy of a 40 is around 430 foot-pounds of energy. This is 500 plus. I believe I have seen it about 510, 515. That's a lot of knockdown. I guess my point here is the debate. I've always carried 9mm, 380s. The usual compact frame concealed carry pistols. That's all I've ever been used to. But I bought this because I wanted a gun to take during bow season, a sidearm to take during bow season for protection, because we have a lot of bears and pigs around where I live, so I want something to do the job. A lot of people are going to say, well, I'll just shoot it with a bow, but I like my protection. Camping, hiking, good gun to have. Really easy to use. The only things I'd really recommend, and it's really just personal preference, I'm probably going to buy some Talon grips. It's got a good grip, got a good feel, but I'd like a little more traction. Your slide release, they make extended slide releases. This one's a bit thin, kind of hard to, if you're not used to stiff slides, that would be a nice thing to have. They also make the extended takedown lever to break it down with. This is a 3-pin frame. Another thing I really like about this is Lone Wolf makes a 40 caliber conversion barrel. So if you want to go to easier to find or cheaper ammo, you can spend, don't quote me again, I think they're around 150, maybe close to the 200 range, depending on whether you get threaded or unthreaded. But for a 40 barrel, it's around 150, I believe. And they drop right in. No extractor change, no anything. Take it down, change the barrel. You're shooting 40s. But another thing, recoil. Let's talk about recoil. This thing is not as bad as people make it out to be. People say this is a very, hot load, hotter than you need, hotter than necessary. If you can shoot a 45 and you like shooting a 45, you will love this pistol. If you can shoot a 9mm, I really believe that you'll be comfortable with a Glock 20. Someone told me to buy a short frame. The dealer I went to didn't have any short frames, but I picked this up and it just felt so good in my hand. There was no argument. Test it out, see how it feels in your hand if you're thinking about buying one. Always go test one out. Don't just buy it because you think it's a good gun. But back to recoil. a lot of people tend to overlook your stance, your shooting form, your grip. If you shoot correctly, like you should shoot any pistol, it wouldn't be it's not a problem. I honestly think my camera handler here, my wife, could even pick this thing up and shoot it. I've seen videos, countless videos, where with women shooting these. Most accurate out-of-the-box pistol I've ever shot. Comes with your back straps, as I call them, in a range of thicknesses. 2 with hand guards, 2 without. Comes with 3 magazines and the cleaning kit. And I picked up a Black Hawk holster for about $35. It is the locking kind. Very good holster, just if you want to leave it in your vehicle, or if you want quick access when you're hunting. No complaints at all. I only shot about 20 rounds. I've fired some of these Remington UMC 10mm automatics in Full Metal Jacket, or non-hollow point. They're 180 grain. Shoot excellent. No hard recoil. I mean, this thing has a heavy recoil spring. Also ran a few of my, if you can see that, 165 grain PMC jacketed hollow points. Just bought some for self-defense round. Shoot excellent. But yeah, if you're thinking about a 10mm and you're scared because of all the hype of, oh well, it's too snappy or too much of a recoil in a pistol, don't just believe what you hear. Go check one out. If you know someone that's got one, shoot one. But I feel confident if you're comfortable with a 9mm or a 40, definitely if you're comfortable with a 45, you'll enjoy this gun. Pick this up in dark earth. Dealer had 3 of them in. I just think it's a cool color. Have a tactical vest to go with my AR, so that was one of the main reasons I wanted a big backup gun. It's just a nice gun. Glock puts out excellent products. My wife has a 42 380, and just Glock makes excellent pistols. So I'll have some shooting clips for you next go around, but hope you enjoyed my first video, and keep check back with me. I'll get you some shooting clips. Thanks.